an important number of runs. Compare the two and talk us through your emotions from one to the next with where the game was.
Yeah, today was obviously the most important, so would have loved to take us home and be there at the end, but unfortunately didn't work out that way. But different challenges on each day, obviously the wicket changes as well, so with that your options and your game plan sometimes have to change, but yeah, I mean, we would have liked for it to be a bit more clinical, of course, as most teams would say, being in the position that we were in, but sometimes you just take the win with open arms and move on to the next one.
Batters generally like to measure themselves by milestones when they look at their statistics, but when you're in the change room, tell me how important runs like these on a pitch like this, when they're not necessarily milestones, are.
Yeah, I mean, I'll never be one for milestones, to be honest. I know I'm not going to break any records throughout my career, so for me it's just about winning games for South Africa and contributing to a team that can win games for South Africa. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but when you can make a bit of an impact on the game and contribute, it obviously means a lot, and all of it obviously is worth it if you get on the right side of the result.
Can you put into words the difficulty of batting on that surface?
Yeah, it's challenging. Obviously very fortunate to have played a lot of cricket here growing up, so I think that helped. But you obviously were never really in as a batter. The ball, a little bit of up and down, obviously quite a lot of lateral movement as well, so it was certainly challenging. Got to balance that with trying to score as well and not just surviving, so it can be quite tricky. But yeah, I mean, fortunately it worked out this week.
Well played.
Thank you, Pom. Thanks.
Aidan Markham, player of the match with his 89 and 37, all valuable runs. Now time to speak to Pakistan's captain, and that is Shan Masood. Shan, commiserations. Tell me how proud you are of the efforts of your lads.
Extremely proud of the efforts, but I think going forward as a team we need to be ruthless. We've been competing well in these conditions, and I've said that before, that when we played in Australia in similar conditions, we had the game by the scruff of the neck, and even here, like twice, we had them 8 down and we thought we were in a reasonable position, and even with the bat, where we could have extended our first inning score, we could have extended our target. Those are things we need to learn if we have to compete and be amongst the top teams in the World Test Championship.
Yeah, you point to the 211, what was it, 189 for 6 or something it was, and then to 211. Where else in the game do you feel that, there were places where you might well have taken the ascendancy yourself?
I think a lot of things, we've pointed it out as a team when we started off. I think it was challenging in that first half. We got through that first half. I lost my wicket. We lost 3 in clusters. Then we lost 2 in a row when Ghulam and Rizwan got out. Then we lost 2 in a row when Jamal and Salman got out. With the ball, I've already pointed out that we had them 8 down twice. Those are opportunities you need to take. And then once Babar and Saud were in yesterday, even when Jamal and Saud were in yesterday with a lead of almost 120, you want to get that 200 runs and have that extra cushion of 50 runs, that even if South Africa have a great partnership like Rabada and Jansen did, you still have some cushion of runs to compete with.
What do you say then to your guys? There's another test match to play not long from now. You go over to Cape Town.
I'm a huge believer in learning. I think we keep making the same mistakes, but we have to get through the line. We have to get over the line. We have to learn. We have to seize the moments. Test cricket provides you with moments where you get that extra cushion, whether that's with the bat or with the ball or in the field, and we have to seize those moments. And if we want to win games, finish off games, then we should finish off our batting and bowling innings as well.
A word for Abbas coming back after so long and nearly getting you there. I know it's no cigar, but still it's some effort, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, that's what you want, an effort like that ending on the winning side. I think Saud was brilliant as well. He missed out on 100 again. If we'd batted well, he probably would have gotten his 100 if he had batted with a few more batsmen for a longer period of time. Abbas was sensational, and those are the performances that win you game, but unfortunately we didn't really cross the line.
Again, commiserations, and see you in Cape Town.
Thank you.
Shan Masood, captain of Pakistan. Now time to speak to Temba Bavuma, who is South Africa's captain. Temba, how do you feel?
Yeah, quite an emotional one for me. Could have it for Test cricket. I think that game, obviously a lot of joy and happiness on our side. Bit of a roller coaster. We did do it the hard way, but we're glad that we were able to get the result.
What was the conversation at lunchtime?
There wasn't much conversation, to be honest. I was still sulking in the toilet. I think the other guys, Aiden leading the boys, I think he kept them going. Obviously trying to stay positive, but wasn't a lot of conversation. I'd like to say that there was still confidence and belief in us doing it. And obviously KG and Janssen were able to do it.
When did you come out the toilet?
I came out when we needed about 15 runs. I didn't come out fully into the viewing area. I was always there at the back. It was a tough one for me.
Okay. Yeah, it's not often that you get emotional here.
No.
Why is it emotional this time?
It's a big one, not just for myself, for the team, for the coach as well. I think obviously looking at the way that we started our campaign as a test team against India, then against New Zealand with the not so strong team, and the way that we've kind of gone through with our performances. We've always said, we weren't really given much of a chance, or expectations weren't high that we get to this point. And I think as a team we've overcome a lot. We haven't been super dominant in our performances. We haven't been ruthless in our performances, but we've always kind of found a way to make sure that the result was on our side. Today again was testament to that, and I think that speaks a lot to the talent and character of not just of this group, but of South African cricket. Sometimes we can look down as ourselves on South African cricket. We can pick on certain individuals when things don't go well, but I think we hope that performances like these can give a lot of confidence and backing to people who are watching the team to understand that guys who are here for a reason, and these are the best guys who are representing the country.
Is it easy enough to look forward to Cape Town, or is it further afield in an aeroplane over to London that you go right now?
I think now we'll have to enjoy the moment. I saw the beer's been packed, so it's a bad day to be a beer today. But yeah, like I said, we'll enjoy the moment. I don't know who's going to speak within the change room. Maybe Shukra might find words for him to say. Definitely not myself. But yeah, we'd like to enjoy the moment and really take stock of what we've done and what we are set to achieve as a team.
What's it with you and Centurion and not nicking it and walking?
Did I not nick it there?
No.
I'm not too sure.
Okay, well, you'll ponder on that. I don't want you to, though. Celebrate your victory. Congratulations, and all the very best as you celebrate, and also as you get yourself ready for Cape Town.
Thanks, Bobby.
Temba Bavuma, South Africa's captain. And that concludes the presentation.
Wow, great to hear from the captains. Thanks, Pommy. And also the player of the match. And confirmation of that cue, South Africa, number one. There they are. They've qualified for the ICC World Test Championship in final in June at Lords. It's going to be absolutely sensational. It's a shootout to who plays against them between 2 and 3 right now. And that's going to be overnight on Supersport. So you can watch that and see what happens on day 5. Now we've got another test match, of course. It's one Emerson test match that was just been concluded. The second test, day 1 in Cape Town. And that's going to be at 10 o'clock. Second and final one.